Hi, Mara Willis. How are you? Pretty good. Let's go, Bird!
A lot of people go to the universities to find something to be a part of while getting their education. And when you come here, Lynchburg is that something, it becomes a family. It doesn't matter how long ago you had your professor, they still remember you and they remember all of the hard work that you put in. They're always there for you and they always want to do the best that they can to help you succeed. Here you learn how to love one another regardless of what's going on or what you believe. You leave here better than what you came in. It's what this school's really good at doing.
Okay. We're good.
Sweet. See you later.
Welcome inside Turner Gymnasium on Wayne Prophet Court as we bring you the home opener for Lynchburg Volleyball, and they welcome in their ODAC opponents tonight, the Washington and Lee Generals. And once again, welcome everyone inside this LHSN broadcast. I'm Joe Hutzler, riding solo with you tonight on what on paper looks to be a terrific matchup between these two ODAC foes, each team with just one loss on the season. Most notably for W&L, it came in the last match, a 3-2 defeat in 5 sets to Southern Virginia. Lynchburg off to a hot start, the best start in years for them, including a dominant performance most recently over Washington College. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups for this evening. We begin with the Generals coming in at 6-1. There is a look at the front and back lines for the Generals, including Carson Allstet and Anna Schrock. As for Lynchburg, we'll pop those up for you as well. Sydney Frank and Abby Leeper. You're going to hear a lot about those two, a senior and a freshman in the outside hitter position. So excited to have you along for this tonight. We have no idea what's going to happen. Of course, 6 games in for some of these folks, but still early in the season and a big test for both teams tonight. Back in a few moments on LHSN.
Hi, Mara Willis. How are you? Pretty good. Let's go, Bird!
A lot of people go to the universities to find something to be a part of while getting their education. And when you come here, Lynchburg is that something, it becomes a family. It doesn't matter how long ago you had your professor, they still remember you and they remember all of the hard work that you put in. They're always there for you and they always want to do the best that they can to help you succeed. Here you learn how to love one another regardless of what's going on or what you believe. You leave here better than what you came in. It's what this school's really good at doing.
Okay. We're good.
Sweet. See you later. Hi, Mara Willis. How are you? Pretty good.
A lot of people go to the universities to find something to be a part of while getting their education. And when you come here, Lynchburg is that something. It becomes a family. It doesn't matter how
Look what you're missing!
It really don't matter to me, I'm just happy to be here, I might go crazy.
At Lynchburg, we don't fear change. We embrace it. In our students, on our campus, in our community, and around the world. We're building on our legacy of always moving forward. It's the same place, with a new name. Welcome to the University of Lynchburg.
Look what you're missing!
This is
All right, everything is set up and ready to go for the home opener between Lynchburg and Washington and Lee. The first time we will see this Lynchburg squad on the court this year, coming in with a record of 7-1. The Generals a record of 6-1. Each team opening up their ODAC schedule tonight. As the defensive specialist Lauren Stanford checks in, it will be a serve for Lynchburg, and that's Aaron Farina going back to do that. As we mentioned before, Farina, Leeper, Stanford, Frank, Drake, and Lavelle on the court for Lynchburg to get things started off. And awaiting the whistle. We are underway, and it's an ace to begin the match. th service ace of the season for Farina. And that time too strong, sails over the head of Bryn Gold. Stepping in to take this serve, number 13, Molly Ray, a senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Return by Stanford. Karina sets it up for a leaper, and the freshman goes across court, up in the rafters, and out of play. Side out for the Hornets. Really excited to see what Leeper can do tonight. She comes in today second on the team in kills with 62. But for now, she will step aside, and Annie Tynes will check in to send the ball over. And a fault is charged to Anna Soroka on that assist attempt to Val Sokolow. Lynchburg up by 2. In the middle, too strong. The Hornets on a roll. Only giving up 1 point due to a service error. Tynes gets it in, dropped at the last moment. Already 2 aces for the Hornets to begin the first set. Off the rafters, set up for a kill, and it's completed by Sokolow. 62 kills, 2.07 per set for number 4 as she steps out. Ashley Mead back in and ready to let it go. Maybe. We do have an official on the scoreboard, the scorer's table, talking things over with the official scores. 5-2 is our score here. And they will get together and chat things over. Nice to have you along. A crowded Turner Gymnasium for the home opener of this Lynchburg team, who only lost 2 seniors from a year ago. Sydney Jamison and Haley Bauer have graduated to go on and do bigger and better things. So a lot of experience back for the Hornets and some youth that the coaching staff is very excited about because of the amount of talent they have brought in, both freshmen and transfers. Washington and Lee talking things over, as well as Lynchburg. The Generals also with a mixed bag of experience on their squad. 5 seniors on the team. And the peanut gallery getting restless Again, early in the first set, and we already have a conversation about scoring. So the down ref is content. The up ref is ready to go. And so is Ashley Mead. Return by Tynes. Farina lays it up for Lavelle. Could not get it across thanks to the outstretched arms of Courtney Berry. And a much-needed side out for the Generals to keep it within 2. Mead again, bounces off the rope. Stanford keeps it up, and Frink sends it down for the first kill of her night. As it was last year, Frink the leader in kills. She comes in tonight with 90, now 91. Averaging a little bit over 3 per set. Another senior, Lauren Stanford, ready to go, but again, we've got an issue with scoring. The down ref talking things over with the student employee. Not a good flow for either team. They can't really get a rhythm going at this point because of the stoppages after each point, or each side out, I should say. It has been on each time that the opposing team has trying to think of the right word there, that they've got a side out. So hopefully this will be resolved soon. And we can get back to some momentum for either team. Especially for Lynchburg. Home opener, big crowd on hand. The men's soccer game outside has been delayed due to lightning, so this is the only action going on campus. And they're trying to feed off of that energy. 6 serving 3, and this will be a 4th point for the Generals. Another heads-up play by Soroka. Serve comes over from guard. Stanford forced to push it back. Set up the middle, and Farina could not handle that. Hard heater from Madeline Ferguson. Guard again. Tynes digs it out. And Disa Hogsdahl lets it go. And some new faces to the fold for the Hornets. First time at home, we will talk about Alexis Davies-Hackenberg and Josie Walton. Hackenberg, a transfer this season. Walton coming in as a freshman from Pamplin, Virginia. But as usual in this set, a side out and a scoring problem at the table. The down ref is busier than usual. And it may be the substitutions as well. A lot of times side outs afford the team a chance to sub in, especially for the serve. And I think the down ref is just confirming the numbers match up as he looks back at Hackenberg. Coach Ellinger looks down the line and apologizes to Coach Brian Snyder in his 20th season at the helm for the Generals. And now a conversation between the down ref and the up ref, possibly getting a substitution at the scorer's table. Looks like Jalissa Lenz is being asked to come out of the stands, a former volleyball player in her own right here at Lynchburg, and she may be put in charge of changing the scorebook to the proper information.
Yeah, absolutely. She knows how to, because this right here, it's not. I can't tell who this. I mean, we got nothing. I mean, absolutely. I mean, we got all just running blocks all that.
We're going to take a break.
I was looking for a school that could provide me with the athletics, academics to pursue my career, a wind symphony to pursue my passion for music, and really have a nice general atmosphere. The professors here are really unique, their background and their passion for teaching. It's really a place where you can explore. Lynchburg gives you the opportunity to fail, but also get back up in that period of time and learn from your mistakes. I can make these mistakes within the school environment, but also with the support of other friends, and be ready for the real world when you graduate. I was looking for a school that could provide me with the athletics, academics to pursue my career, a wind symphony to pursue my passion for music, and really have a nice general atmosphere. The professors here are really unique, their background and their passion for teaching. It's really a place where you can explore. Lynchburg gives you the opportunity to fail, but also get back up in that period of time and learn from your mistakes. I can make these mistakes within the school environment, but also with the support of other friends, and be ready for the real world when you graduate.
This is
finally back, and Lynchburg, after that long delay, gets the block and the point. 8-5 is our score in the first set. Hogsdall pushes to the back line. Returned. An attempt from Meade, not there. Lynchburg off to a hot start, 9-5. Hackenberg, line drive shot, near side, and a great kill in the right spot. Bryn Gold, the junior out of Boone, North Carolina, team leader in kills, coming in today with 124. And our first side out with no issues at the table. So we continue to roll. Hackenberg sets it up. In the corner, perfect placement. The other newbie, Josie Walton, takes care of business. And now Abby Leeper steps in. So 3 first years on the court with 3 seniors. Frink's turn. Sent up near side for Gold. Return by Frink. Close to the net. And Hogsdahl will put it in the corner. Terrific dig by Stanford. Here's Leeper from the 10. In! (11-6). Hornets side out. Leeper gets involved. Gold blocked. Front line, back line, all lines working for the Hornets in this first set. Up by 6 over a program that they have not had a lot of success against. This team feels different. You talk to the players, they say the same thing. And looking the part so far in the first set as the Generals will get the side out. I had a chance to talk to Erin Farina this morning, and she has loved every second of this group of first years coming in, buying in, quickly becoming a tight unit with the experienced upperclassmen. And it's made the transition a lot easier. They love practice, they love matches, and they really love each other. Battle at the net. And they'll call that against Hogsdahl. 2 straight for the Generals. And it remains a tight one. 12-8. 12-8 is the score. And Stanford wants to chat with the up ref about the last possession just to get a clarification and give it back to Coach Ellinger. Near side, returned. Blocked out of play. Sokolow and Hogsdahl and Walton doing their jobs, but the block wouldn't stay in play. So it's a 3rd serve in a row for the Generals. Far side, Leeper, out. Here comes Washington and Lee. Down by as much as 5 in this first set. A chance to bring it within 1. Just tips over the net. Laid up here for Leeper. Blocked, kept alive. Walton to the corner. Set up here, and too strong off the hand of Webb. Hogsdahl's first serve is a good one. And the block will fall out of play. No give in either one of these teams right now. You get a sense that the even matchup of talent will mean that every single set is more important than usual, and more important than the last, of course. And now the Generals with a chance to tie it up. Leaper has to play it. She was on that line. Here she is from the 10, blocked, and we're tied. Some shaky moments in the beginning for the Generals, but they have bounced back and tied this one up at 13 apiece. The junior from San Antonio, Texas. This is Ferguson, Leaper, Hackenberg, and Lavelle. Great response by Lynchburg. And they'll bring in some reinforcements. Farina and Emma Drake. Ready to go? Right down the line, off the chest of Sokolow. They recover. Good job by the Generals. Leaper had it blocked, and it will stay, it will go to the other side. 4 touches from Lynchburg. And Molly Ray back in for Washington and Lee. She started us off in this match with a serve. And a chance to give the Generals the lead for the first time. Frink, a bit hard on the return, put themselves in danger, and the Generals have taken the lead, 15-14. Lynchburg sensing they need some of that energy back from the crowd. Can they give it to the crowd? Drake lobs one in. Lavelle sends it down, and the Generals keep it alive and will come away with the point. A lot of swings in that possession. Certainly looked like Lynchburg was going to come away with the side out. Instead, the Generals take a 2-point lead. Farina sets for Lavelle. Joust at the top of the net. Sokolow, blocked back by Lavelle and Drake. Set up for Sokolow again, blocked again, but falls on Lynchburg's side. Coach Ellinger looks to the down ref and calls a timeout. The Generals have been down by as much as 5, but they lead it by 3 here in the first set, 17-14 on LHSN.
If you like being close with your professors, if you like being in small classes that help with one-on-one, if you like being in positive communities that help you train your weak points and strengthen your strong points, then the University of Lynchburg is a great place to go. You can never go wrong with the amount of help that they offer, the amount of self-sacrifice that other people will put in for you. It has a beautiful campus, it has dedicated teachers, it has nice students, it has fun activities, and it has plenty of things to do. If you like being close with your professors, if you like being in small classes that help with one-on-one, if you like being in positive communities that help you.
Welcome back to Wayne Prophet Court on the campus of University of Lynchburg. Joe Hutzler with you tonight, indoors. Anthony McAvoy and friends outdoors, getting ready to start the men's soccer broadcast against Mary Washington. Under a lightning delay currently, but hope to get started by 7:30. Lynchburg out of the timeout, much needed side out. Emma Drake responsible for the kill. And the Hornets will get it back down by 2. Annie Tynes stepping in at the moment. Drake with her 32nd kill of her sophomore season. Tynes right into the net. Too strong and out. Lynchburg asking for a deflection. They ask a line ref, and she says, nope, didn't see it. Sent across by Borthwick. This is Frank, winds up and lets it go. Returned by the Generals. Blocked on the Gold attempt. Gold again, blocked again. Set up again. This time it's Soroka for Gold. Backside, Tynes keeps it going. What a lovely volley we've got now. Frank returned. Gold one more time, blocked one more time. Deja vu here in Turner Gymnasium, and it's the Generals who prevail. Set up for Lavelle and lets it rip to the corner. Now Lynchburg really needs to string some points together. Down by 4. More importantly, Washington and Lee only needs 5 to come away with the set 1 win. Lynchburg, simple math, needs 9. Stanford, returned by the other defensive specialist. Popped up here for Gold, blocked again, and that will be 2 consecutive for Lynchburg. That right side of Lynchburg's defense has been incredible in this first set, whether it's Lavelle, Hogsdahl, Drake, doesn't matter. 2 combining for the block. And then Stanford, too strong on the serve. Those are not the type of points you want to be giving away late in the set. Unfortunately, they do. And now it's Caroline Guard's turn. Right to Frank, popped up. Set up by Farina for Drake, off the antenna. Automatic point to the Generals. And Coach Ellinger has 2 timeouts. Can't take them with you. She uses her second and final with her team down by a margin of 5.
Look what you're missing!
It really don't matter to me, I'm just happy to be here, I might go crazy.
At Lynchburg, we don't fear change. We embrace it. In our students, on our campus, in our community, and around the world. We're building on our legacy of always moving forward. It's the same place, with a new name. Welcome to the University of Lynchburg.
Nearing the end of the first set. here from Turner Gymnasium. The Generals have the lead, 22-17. Return from Frank, not in a good position. It bounces right into the net. And certainly not what you want out of a timeout if you're Coach Ellinger. Even if they don't win the set, they really need to try to find some momentum to carry into set number 2. Farina sets for Frank. Partially blocked. Kept alive down the middle, too strong from Ferguson. And Coach Snyder asking for a deflection. No one saw it. And Lynchburg with the side out and the subs. Hackenberg and Walton back in. Josie Walton gets it over. That's the first step. Tough attempt, but just getting that one across, and then no chance on that killer from Frank. The Hornets started strong, led by as much as 5. They want to finish strong now. Sent up for goal. Stanford kept it in play. Terrific job by the senior. Here's another senior. Blocked out of play. Point Lynchburg. Three-point contest here in the first set. Guard sends it up. Gold puts it over somehow, found its way through the arms of Walton and Hogsdahl. And set point on the board. Next one for the Generals wins. It will be Soroka starting things off. Sent up by Tynes. Set for Frank. Blocked. Soroka kept it alive. Gold pushes one over. Tynes is ready. Here's Hogsdahl. The picture speaks for itself. A big point for Lynchburg. Fighting tooth and nail here at the end of the first set. Frank lets it go. A dead knuckleball through the air. Gold, partially blocked, kept alive. Hackenberg for Leaper. And that one's out of play, which means we are done in set number 1. The Generals claw their way back and win it by 4. 25-21. Set number 2 coming up next.
This is
Here's to life and here's to Lynchburg,
This is
Here's to life and here's to Lynchburg, to the years we spent together. I don't know when or how we gathered, but I know I'm home.
This is
set number 2 about to get underway here. 25-21 was the score of the first set. Advantage Generals. We want to thank you for your patience tonight. First time using this software as we have 2 games at the same time. And so working out some kinks as we go along, but we promise to keep bringing you the action, which is the most important part in the end, as the Generals get off to a hot start, continuing after the win, up 1-0. It was funny, we had someone ask us today in the parking lot as we were walking around getting ready to set up, which game are you guys broadcasting tonight, volleyball or soccer? We said both. Duh. Frank way too strong. And the Generals out front, 2-0. Ferguson ready to serve. Stanford keeps it alive. Farina for Leaper at the 10. Set up on the outside. Sokolow. Partially blocked. Farina back for Drake. Partially blocked that time by the Generals. Back and forth. Lynchburg needs a point. They still have a chance. Leaper not going to fall in time. Just across the line. And this time it's Washington and Lee with the hot start. Off the rafters, got to be ready. Lynchburg is. Coming up from the back line was Gold. Farina pops it up. Frank gets it over. Partially blocked. You heard that one come off the hands of Lavelle. Barry sets it up. Here comes Webb. Now it's Leaper's turn. Abby Leaper responds and puts Lynchburg on the board. Webb, too hot to handle for Times. And quickly the Generals getting it right back. This is a Washington and Lee team averaging 13 kills per set coming into today. An impressive hitting percentage of .236. Lynchburg at 144. In every statistic except for service aces, W&L has the advantage. And right now they have the match advantage of 1-0 and a commanding 5-1 start. Coach Ellinger needs a break. Time to chat things over with her squad. 5-1 Generals early in the second set.
This is.
Welcome back. 5-1 lead for the Generals in a muggy Turner Gymnasium. A lot of hot air in here. Every member of the men's lacrosse team is in attendance tonight, as this will go against Lynchburg. A double contact foul. Gives it right back to Washington and Lee. Natalie Lavelle on the court, trying to keep her teammates' spirits up, saying, hey, calm down, we're good, still early. We can go on a run as well. And there's Lavelle with the shot. Great dig by guard. And we're still going. Guard can't handle that one from Frank. That's what Lynchburg needed. Now they need to string some points together. I feel like in my 4 previous seasons in this gym for the ladies, I've talked about that a lot. This year looking to be different. In the rafters, and even if this is your home court, that is a tough one to handle. Seven serving 2. Lobbed up. Now set for Frank. And she did not get all of that one. Very flat sounding attempt. Hogsdahl sends it in. And Ray could not hold on, or handle it, I should say. For the Generals, Sokolow checks out. Mead is back in. And for Lynchburg, it will be Hackenberg. And a new face to the fold. Number 13, Callie Clevenger, freshman from Rockville. So it's Clevenger, Frank, Hogsdahl, Stanford, Tynes, and Hackenberg will be serving. Hackenberg in here yesterday, getting some individual workouts with Coach Givens and Coach Ellinger. Trying to improve. Slick move there by Soroka. Lynchburg wasn't fazed by it, and we continue. Soroka. And that one's a protection move from Hackenberg. Great placement and speed from Barry as she steps off after giving it back to Washington and Lee. Guard. Cross court, Frank handles. Hogsdahl plops it in. Leaper checks back in for the Hornets. 5-point game. Lynchburg has not been able to string together 2 consecutive points yet in this second set. Gold. And just on the line. Of course, the home fans not happy with the call, but Coach Ellinger did not argue it. She was standing right there. Good placement by Gold. Leaper blocked. And point to the Generals. Hogsdahl's shot is blocked. And Coach Ellinger walking out. Need a timeout, sir. W&L up by 8 in the second set.
Ha ha! Look what you're missing!
It really don't matter to me, I'm just happy to be here, I might go crazy.
At Lynchburg, we don't fear change. We embrace it. In our students, on our campus, in our community, and around the world. We're building on our legacy of always moving forward. It's the same place, with a new name. Welcome to the University of Lynchburg.
Important moments for Lynchburg after a timeout. Down by 8. They need points now. Clevenger will give it to him. Hogsdahl with the serve. Line drive. Returned. Far side. Gold blocked. And it touches out of play. That has been the way this set has gone for Lynchburg. Just a one-off offensively before giving it back. Or having it taken away. Leaper has hers blocked out of play. Drake and Farina back in. Brand new uniforms for Lynchburg, looking good. We have not seen red before, at least not in my time. And they are super sharp. See if the play can reflect that in this second. Guard diving out head first to keep that ball alive. And that called in. I don't have the best angle high up top, but certainly did not look like that stayed in. The official with the flag said it did. So we will have to go back and look at that later. Meanwhile, the Generals once again will serve. Getting a quick side out. Farina plays it up front. Tough for Frank to get to, but she does. Quickly gets back. And that one deflected. Stanford doing almost a full split to keep it alive. Nothing doing there. Here's Drake, blocked in play. Washington and Lee taking over. Keep in mind, Coach Ellinger has no timeouts left. Ferguson ready to go. Lavelle pushes one to the corner. Kept alive by Gold. Sends it over, does Barry. Set up here for Drake. Sokolow finds a space to put the ball in and makes it count. Off the top of the net. Miscommunication between the two seniors. The third senior, though, makes up for it. Frink's 4th kill of the night. See if we can answer the match-old question. Can Lynchburg get back-to-back points? Good start from Tynes. Set up here. Great effort by Stanford. Tynes has to get it over. She does. Quick set. Stanford ready. Farina goes back for Drake. There's a 2nd point in a row. First time all set for the Hornets. They needed that one. Three in a row for Lynchburg. Near side, blocked on Webb's attempt. This is guard for Webb. Forced to push it with the fingers. It goes in. It might maybe a makeup call by that line official, but in the end, it counts for Lynchburg. 4 straight points. Down by 7. Tynes with the hard serve, and it veers hard right. Out of play. Second service error for Lynchburg tonight. And substitution for Washington and Lee. Molly Ray checks in, the senior out of Charlotte. Ready to go one more time. Her team in command, 18-10. Lofting that serve up. This is Farina leaving it for Frink. Blocked, kept alive by Gold. Frink again. Blocked by guard, out of play. Like a seeking missile for those forearms. And all guard could do was Captain America it away. Shing, deflect. Out of play. Point Hornets. Here's Stanford. Blocked up front. Hogsdahl and Drake out of play. Lynchburg playing their best volleyball late in this set. Will it be enough? Left up, brought over, and just unfortunate. That ball was so slow coming off the fingertips of Barry that as Hogsdahl was coming down with Drake, it touched their fingertips and caused it to drop right behind them. No chance for Stanford to make a play on it. Close to that net, a joust for it, and right now it's still a draw. Got to be a 4 here, and it is. Even the lacrosse boys knew what that was all about. And Lynchburg gets it back. Clevenger and Hackenberg set to return. Ashley Mead steps back on the court for Washington and Lee. Hackenberg gets it across. And great positioning by Barry. No one covering that right side corner. (20 serving 13). Left up for Hogsdahl. Too hot to handle. Guard sets up Gold. Way too strong. She met that ball at the top of the curve, the arc, the apex, whatever you want to call it. Gives it back to Lynchburg. Closest they've been since it was 5-0. Gold must play it. Set up in the middle. deflected and no one covering the backside. Ferguson gets the kill, and the Generals get the side out. Coach Snyder sends in the formation for the Generals. Soroka sends it over. This is Hackenberg for Leaper. Blocked in play. That'll be Lynchburg ball. You can see it when you're watching this Lynchburg team. You can see that talent. You can see how quickly it's developing. And the good news for Coach Ellinger, she can send anybody in, and she's going to get a great effort out of it. That's something that they really pride themselves on this year based on that recruiting class. Great dig by Frank, and the Hornets keep it alive, down by 5. Pushed over, Hogsdall got there just a tad bit late. Terrific hustle and effort. Couldn't get the fingertips under the ball. And Hogsdall asking for a towel to wipe up the perspiration on the court. 22-16 is the score in set 1. The Generals took set number 1. Excuse me, this is set 2. They took set number 1, 25-21. First of 2 games here tonight on Lynchburg's campus. Men's soccer delayed by lightning. Oddly enough, there was a delay at Eastern Mennonite this afternoon too, which is north of here, so don't think it was the same exact system, but either way, it forced the guys back to a 7:50 warm-up start or introduction start, and they should get going about 8 o'clock. Ace for the Generals, their first one of the match, and it comes at a great time. They need just 2 to take a 2-set lead. Borthwick lets it go. Off that left arm of Frank, but still in play. Clevenger sees the space that was open and put it right where the ball needed to be. Drake and Farina back in for the Hornets as Aaron Farina jogs back to let the serve go. Part of the all-tournament team at Gallaudet last weekend. Aaron Farina. Webb returned by maybe Stanford, maybe Frank. It was pretty close. Meanwhile, this one bounces off the old fans that are not working tonight based on this heat. Drake had it blocked, kept in by Farina. Here's Drake one more time. Goes with the pop, and that's going to work. Great dump there by Drake. Realizing, hey, I went hard the first time. Let me go a little bit softer the second time and pull out the side out for the point. 5-point game. Laid up here, and it's out. Sokolow just too strong. This one not over yet. Of course, W&L in the driver's seat. Needing just 2. Lynchburg needs 6. Crazier things have happened. Forced to make a play and getting it over. Terrific job by the Generals. That was Ferguson up front. This is a block and a point from Allison Webb. The outside hitter from Thousand Oaks, California. Give the Generals set point here. Ferguson, Stanford, Farina, Lavelle.
Honestly, there is something you need to do though. Josh, did you bring batteries up?
Or everything was already packed when we got down there.
Gabby! Oh my God! Give me 1 second. No, I'll go. No, I got it. I'll just read it. I'm always in the zone. Wesley, can you give me my folder?
You just went and got a program, Anthony? I got one there.
It's fine. No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sorry. No, you're fine.
Heading down.
I got it.
You're already doing other things. Anything else you're missing?
Oh, it's mom.
I'm gonna grab it.
Check YouTube connection as soon as possible. John said. Is it connected?
Oh, I saw it. That's what I'm doing. Checking it right now. Didn't see that logo? Why am I seeing this?
Daddy, you're the best.
Because that's what we're streaming.
That is why she's my
Anthony.
I would stay here, Anthony. Let's send him down. Because I'm talking to John and make.
He just ran down there to go do something. He wasn't talking about going back to the office.
You talking about going to the office to get the battery?
I said no such thing about the office. The battery's in the mic.
Why did you?
Because somebody called me to get the starters.
Anthony. Anthony.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. Wait.
I went to preview.
Go ahead and use that to get started.
I'm previewing the stream.
You're good.
No, but I'm seeing the volleyball game.
What camera do you have on?
No, it's what Max is doing. The men's soccer versus women's, men's soccer versus Mary Washington.
Go to live control room.
That's like where I am right now. Wanna watch the volleyball game?
I doubt you can.
So it doesn't seem like I'm commanding this job. I'm not commanding it.
No. I'm just saying, like, I was like already doing it. Like, you saw me on YouTube as you said that. Like, I'm on top of it.
Willie. I'm not shooting at this weekend. I'm very calm. Calm as the wind. So what do I say back to John? 'Cause I don't know how to. Josh.
Huh?
What do I say back to him? Connecting.
Just tell them we're checking it right now. And that, did Max answer? Tell him that I just saw lightning over there.
Josh!
No.
I need this game.
Anthony, no. No, text him and say, when I go to preview the stream in the live control room, I'm seeing the volleyball stream. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you put stuff first. Yeah.
Hey,
That sounds like it's kind of walking. Oh, I saw lightning again.
where'd Wesley go?
He's going to check the thing. I can hand it to him.
Staying down there?
I mean, I'm gonna go check on
Well,
the
the
clock.
thing, we need the holder tonight too.
It's in the office.
Huh? Well, can you keep calling the police until we get an answer? Did you text Max?
Well, thank you. I actually have starters for you, Matt. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I have probably any stat you need.
Just in case it comes up, you know.
Yeah, so if you need stats, I've got.
Coaches view.
I've only got one. We can definitely share.
Their season. I'm just gonna mark on here who leading scorers and stuff.
So Robles is the leading scorer for the men right now, but that's because he had a hat trick in the last game, but that's against Regent.
Yeah.
So.
How about them?
Can you try calling John again, please?
I think I just saw another one.
There's been like 4 of them in the last 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Max. I'll try and call him one more time.
I literally just tried to call him.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Andy.
No problem, Coach. So on air.
Okay.
Coach, Matt.
Whatever you want to. Joe does. He does good.
Can someone run inside and find John? Yeah, that we need. I mean, like, I just don't know.
Are you sure? Because you might have to put starters. Should be in his office.
Well, if we can't get the stream going, starters aren't going to matter.
Yeah. My thing is,
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that harsh. I'm already starting to like Joe.
I just don't know why I'm seeing a volleyball game.
You shouldn't be either.
Cause like I went and like made sure the thing, the fucking out of here.
Down there. He says it's too tall for him.
I mean, you could probably bring it down a little bit.
Do you want to? Chris, we're gonna try lowering the tripod for you.
How do I do that?
What?
And on the Wi-Fi, you talk about the.
No. Here, is John on the phone?
He's probably around here.
I mean, I just sent Olivia to go look for him. No, it has nothing to do with the internet. It's
You said something
YouTube.
about port 6.
Port 6 is what's bringing in. Has another one. So I just saw another one.
Depends on what they use. The arrow went away that was pushing those storms out. That's the direction they're going. This is like, I had to buy this, like, it's like a super nerdy, fancy radar.
Yeah.
You can like root it off.
Hey, John.
It's like tool of the trade,
When I
man.
go on
I mean, it really is.
YouTube to pull up the preview for the soccer game in the live control room, I'm getting okay for the stream.
Make sure
Okay.
you can go on.
Exactly.
So we're trying to figure out this screen.
Hello?
Well, so we preview the stream before we go live, just to make sure it's working. There
Like
may
he's
not
on
be
the phone and then he keeps hanging up.
because when he's pulling in the stream to preview it, it's pulling in the volleyball.
A quick wipe of the floor and back to work. Set point for the Generals. Tynes delivers. Sokolow set up by Soroka. And this one close to the net, goes under. That's never a good sign. And that's how we finish. Set number 2, Lynchburg falls 25-20. Third and possibly decisive set coming up next after these messages on LHSN.
I was looking for a school that could provide me with the athletics, academics to pursue my career, a wind symphony to pursue my passion for music, and really have a nice general atmosphere. The professors here are really unique, their background and their passion for teaching. It's really a place where you can explore. Lynchburg gives you the opportunity to fail, but also get back up in that period of time and learn from your mistakes. I can make these mistakes within the school environment, but also with the support of other friends. And
I mean, I don't know what it is. No, he's coming here.
They wanna. Well, there's one on mine, but there's none on this one. Joe had to take the other headset, so that one's yours. And so we just, yeah. There used to be a windscreen on that one, but we have no idea where it went. See, that's usually.
Which is shorter cable, I know. But
Yeah. See.
I feel weird about
When I'm usually with Joe, I have to flip it this way to the side that you're on, and it just feels so weird. It's just so heavy on this side. But yeah, I generally go to the left side,
right?
Because I'm left-handed. My left ear is my dominant ear.
So I come here to the live control.
Yeah.
Okay, so like it's good to go.
Let's see.
Here, one of these other ones is marked. I don't know why we have like 12.
I gave you one. I gave yours back.
for the real world when you graduate.
I just marked 2 guys because it was just one guy with 3 and one guy with 2.
Yeah, so
bunch
with
of one-off.
Watch is their leading scorer.
Also, this is only getting you on my left ear.
Yeah.
Is this thing broken?
Yeah, I think so. It's oh, the crowd mic's not down there.
Is that the one that picks me up yelling?
Yeah. You know, not gonna lie, you guys down there give us some good stuff.
I yell. At least I know I'm not cursing.
Yeah.
But I am yelling. Although I behaved myself last game.
Now, are y'all cognizant that the mic is sitting there and you, like, make an effort?
Sometimes I pick it up and yell into it. I'm just kidding.
You know, if you ever did that, we'd probably never know. Actually, we'd probably know.
I could pick it up and give you, like, in-game analysis.
So, Coach, what's going on down there?
Well, we're not kicking it.
We're not doing what we should be.
Yeah. Well, pre-game's coming up.
Is that on? Unscrew it. Is it on? So should get the letters. You should get like 8-2. Can you talk into it real quick? Talk into it.
Hello?
Perfect.
Got it. Head ref's running away.
No, I got what I needed.
Check the radar again. I hope that head referee forgot something. Or otherwise he's running to the... He ran over to Turner. Although, I mean, look,
Yeah, we're probably fine. I'm only saying that because...
Although Alta Vista's getting rocked right now. That's pretty.
Yeah. Hey, ask Wesley if the stand's down there or if he grabbed the stand. Well, we need the mic stand. Somebody needs to.
I heard the ref just left. He's over it? He's over it. Where's the ref?
I always feel weird because I'm never the one that leads the broadcast, so
Yeah.
I feel weird when everybody usually asks Joe the questions. So it's like, Anthony, what do we do? I'm like, I don't know. Don't ask me right now.
You're the senior.
Yeah.
Senior captain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. You know. And I told Joe when we commentated the Roanoke game, I'm like, 2 years ago at this time, I was commentating my first game. It was the first time I'd ever worked. And I was like, and I remember how nervous I was.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I was as nervous as those freshman guys were on the field. I'm like, because I was like, I didn't want to mess up.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I'm like, and it's year 3, it's the last year. I'm like,
See,
I'm just excited.
I probably couldn't do this if I didn't know the game.
Yeah.
I just was like, hey, why don't you let me
Why not?
color commentate one time? He's
Yeah.
like, you serious? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Well, and I told
I'm not as exciting, but
well, look, at the end of the day, the color commentator doesn't have to be, the way I look at it is, yeah, the color commentator can add some excitement and stuff like that, but the color commentators really, their job is to tell you why something happened.
right.
My job, or Joe's job as play-by-play, is to be the excitement, like, oh my God, something like that. When the Abibi goal happened last year,
Right.
If you watch the video of me on the GoPro, I'm literally sitting there with my jaw dropped, like I can't even say anything to that.
Right.
I'm
hoping for that today.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
I said to him last game, I'm like, I'm just trying to be here for the bicycle kick.
Yeah. Every time we go on, I look at Joe and I'm like, look, we need Sports Center again. I'm like, I need 2 Sports Centers for my reel.
What's the end goal for you?
So I want to be a commentator.
Yeah.
That's why I came here. I went to...
That was a wicked one I just saw.
Yeah.
Like I was like spider across
But I went to... I toured 3 schools. I toured Catawba College, Bridgewater, where my mom went.
Okay.
And then here. Catawba had a sports broadcasting major. So that's what really... And when I went there, I was like, this is where I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to go. And then I went to Bridgewater, and I was like, oh. They had football.
Yeah.
The end goal for me is football.
Right.
But being here and being around soccer, I've found my love for...
A joust and a whistle that gives the win to the Generals. Second ace of the night for the Generals. And just like that, a 2-point advantage for Lynchburg turns into a 2-point deficit. Perfectly set up and executed. Courtney Berry, the beneficiary of a beautiful set and no one around to return that. From the 10. Farina, leaper again. Great job by guard. And it'll be point Generals. Guard looking like a frog, diving and keeping that one alive. Farina couldn't find herself. Too close to that netting. And so with that, timeout taken. We'll step aside as well. 7-2, W&L in front.
If you like being close with your professors, if you like being in small classes that help with one-on-one, if you like being in positive communities that help you train your weak points and strengthen your strong points, then the University of Lynchburg is a great place to go. You can never go wrong with the amount of help that they offer, the amount of self-sacrifice that other people will put in for you. It has a beautiful campus, it has dedicated teachers, it has nice students, it has fun activities, and it has plenty of things to do.
Things becoming dire here for the home team. Down by 5, 7-2. In the third set, already down 2-0. Each of these teams looking for their first conference victory in their first conference match. The Generals with the highest percentage of doing that tonight. Frank lets it go and not able to keep it up was Gold. Exactly what they needed after a timeout if you're Lynchburg. That's one that speaks for itself, even if you're a fan of the home team. Get out of the way. Courtney Berry putting it on Lynchburg's defense. Call that a bang shot for a reason. There's a bang from Drake. Nice response from Lynchburg. As Hogsdahl steps back in for the red team. It will be Meade for the blue team. Stanford runs, jumps, sends it over, misplayed by the knuckles of Gold. Nice block, Hogsdahl and Frank set up here for Gold. And out of the hands of Farina as if she was sub-zero. Fortunately, it was a straight line. I do realize only some people will get that. Maybe nobody will get that reference, but as a kid who grew up in the 90s with a Nintendo, love me some Mortal Kombat. Max gets it. Wise decision. Lynchburg seeing that ball fade out of play. And they keep it close, down 3. Clevenger and Hackenberg back in. Played by Gold. She'll get it back. Return by Stanford. Here's Frank. Guard right out of play. Guard up for number 3 in white. The libero. Couldn't do much on that one. Crucial moment for Lynchburg if they want to keep this match alive. They've got to win this set. Partially blocked. And it's always tough for the DS to get underneath of one of those. Not enough hang time because it hits those blockers up front. Takes the immediate deflection toward the floor. Hackenberg for Frank. Too strong. Been an up and down night for Sydney Frank, team leader in kills. Just 4 by my sheet since live stats isn't working. Hogsdahl with the dump. Got played back. Harder this time from Clevenger. At the 10. Return by Stanford. This is Frank from her 10. Guard pushes it up, keeps it in. Here's another big swing and out of play. Last touch by Lynchburg. Those points tonight have been a key as well. WNL has certainly come away with the majority of those back and forth volleys. And that can do a lot of damage to your confidence if you're the team not expected to win. Dunked on. Gold up, no one around, straight down. And the Generals pulling away. Lynchburg has 1 timeout remaining, down by 6. Too strong. Rare service error for both of these teams. Lynchburg only 2, WNL with 1. Freshman from Midlothian, Abby Leeper, back in for Lynchburg. Frank goes back to serve. Cross court, connects with Gold. This time it's Hogsdahl with the slam-a-jam. Good night for Hogsdahl. Really a good night for everybody up front. Sometimes, though, just not enough contact made, just a little bit, and it falls in friendly territory. Perfect contact made that time. The Generals recover and ready. Pushed over. Here's Leeper. Leaps up, brings it down. Whistle blows. And the foul called against Washington and Lee. Toe tap from Frank. Serve is good. Dangerous position. Lynchburg will try to take advantage. Leeper off the arms of Meade. Here's Gold. Tough spot. Sends it across. Stanford and Leeper come together. Hogsdahl with the dump. Popped up. Soroka. Gold pushes it back. Frank's there. Big point coming. Who's going to get it? It'll be Lynchburg. Terrific effort by the Hornets to bring it within 2 and keep their hopes alive. Down 2 sets to none. Ready to go. Now we're ready to go. Frank ready again. That knuckleballer returned. Gold right in the corner. Initially thought that was too hard the way it came off her hand. But it took the perfect curve and landed right between the line judge's feet where the 2 lines meet in the corner. And the Generals will get it back. Gold goes back to serve after that kill. Hogsdahl blocked partially, then miscommunication. Side out Hornets. And Lavelle stepping in up front. Lavelle, Clevenger, Leeper, Hackenberg, Frink, and Hogsdahl serving. Too many touches for the Generals. And Lynchburg brings it within one. And the Raptors didn't touch anything, came straight back down. Well done. One-handed set from Soroka. Perfect spot for Ferguson, who took care of business. Scoreboard just went out in the gym as Lynchburg grabs the point. I don't think the table realizes it yet. Now they do. A lot of times some stray feet hit the outlet underneath the table and knock it loose. I'll tell you what, Mother Nature with the delay outside and technical issues with delay inside. What a hump day. Scoreboard back on in the building. And the Generals add another, taking a 2-point advantage.
Too, so
yeah.
At forward,
that
number
helps.
20, Joshua Evers. At midfield, number 22, Andreas Cabrera. At defense,
Ray. Rainbow serve. Farina got a piece and not a chance to make a good play on it. Will Lynchburg use their last timeout? Not yet. Three-point game. Leaper, too strong. Try to make up for her positioning on the floor, not realizing the type of touch she needed. And that'll be a timeout, the last one for Lynchburg. They're down 4, 18-14 on LHSN.
Here's to life and here's to Lynchburg, to the years we spent together. I don't know when or how we gathered, but I know I'm home.
This is
(18-14) is the score. Generals with the serve and the lead. Set up here for Drake. Guard, another great dig. Lynchburg still has a chance. Lavelle pushes it to the far side. Now near side, returned by Lavelle and Drake. Gold steps into that one from the backside. At the 10, Leaper, guard, Sokolow. Point Generals, thanks to Barry. Leaper falling away, keeps it in play. Quickly sending it across. Ray has it up. Soroka to Sokolow. And the court tilted heavy to the General side. 5 points away from a 3-set sweep of Lynchburg and their first win in the ODAC. Farina set, Leaper blocked, kept alive. Drake, kill. Line drive serve from Tynes. And mishandled by Stanford from Barry. Quick side out, given back to the Generals. Lynchburg has had some great moments in this match, especially the way the first set started. Carried a lead for most of that set until 15-15 all. And W&L pulling away for the 25-21 win. Set two was pretty much all Generals. Lynchburg made a late comeback attempt but fell by 5 points, 25-20. And Frank gets the kill here to make it 21-17. (21-16), I beg your pardon. Frank running away from it. Farina tried to get there. And in the end, Generals take it back. What I was saying before, Lynchburg's had their moments, especially in the middle of this one, this set here. Got it within 2. Just couldn't quite get past the Generals. They're up by 6. Bounces around like a Plinko at 11 a.m. Tynes, return by Ray, set up here by Soroka. Gold lets it go. Tynes, return. Drake, attempt off the net. Frank at the 10. Great bang shot. Better return by Borthwick. Generals keep it going. Frank would try again. No chance that time. Deflected up front by Soroka. And that time Ray not able to keep it inside the white lines. Hackenberg and Clevenger in. Set up here for Gold. Hackenberg pops it up. Here comes Clevenger. That'll get across. Hackenberg for Frank. Blocked. Out of play. Excuse me, in play. Inbounds. Match point coming up for the Generals. They make a substitution. Allison Webb steps in. Anna Soroka steps back. Lets the serve go. Hackenberg sends it up for Frank. Blocked out of play. Last touch by the Generals. And this one continues. Ace for the Hornets. Third one tonight. Four-point game now. Still match point for Washington and Lee. Close to that net. And they go against Lynchburg on the call, saying Hogsdahl over top of the net illegally. Had her hands down, and what a disappointing finish to a disappointing result for the Hornets. Their home opener comes at 3-0 defeat at the hands of Washington and Lee, 25-20. Your final in the second and third sets after a 25-21 defeat in the first set. So Lynchburg drops their record to 7-2 overall, 0-1 in conference play. The Generals back in the win column, 7-1 overall, 1-0 in ODAC play. For more information, head over to lynchburgsports.com. I want to thank the LHSN crew and you for tuning in tonight. Until next time, I'm Joe Hutzler saying have a great evening.